Good morning, everybody. Painblade back here again from Server 1, representing IEC and Tribes Lab. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Saturday morning. Guys, today we're going to be jumping into another showcase. So I do cover the banners, and today we're going to be covering part 2 of the banner, which is Sakura and the Blossom version. As you know, we did Chio, and I didn't want to dump resources into her, as she's probably the worst UR and biggest bait I've ever seen in my life. But with Sakura, it's a different story. She's actually a pretty decent character. So what I decided to do was actually level her up as far as I could in one day, and then showcase her in an arena match, and then go through her actual kit with you guys. So guys, let's jump into it. So the unique thing about this Sakura is, there are 3 versions now of her. They're all SRs, which I was really surprised. I thought maybe we finally get a UR version, but we didn't. But she is the middle ground of the 2 Sakuras. As you know, the original Sakura is a healer and a tank, a tank buffer, so she provides defense. The second Sakura version, which is Sakura Uchiha, the adult version, is more of a support in terms of healing, attack up, attack down, AoE, and a stun. And now she has damage increase rate as well too. This version is actually the middle ground between, if you were to combine, let's say, Choji, Jiraiya, Tsunade together into one, you'd get this character and you'd get a D type, right? So let's look at her. As you can see here, I got her to level 69, and I tried to rank her up as quick as I could for you guys. I did get her to 5 stars because I pulled her at 4, and the event has been giving me enough shards to do so. And let's take a quick look at her artwork, as you usually do. As you can see here, they stuck with the pink motif, right? Sakura's all about the pink. And they have a nice touch of putting the blossoms around her because she is the blossom version. So great artwork in my opinion. I love it personally. I think the color schematic's great, and it's finally showing her strength, which is what she has been known for at this part of the story, right? So great artwork in my opinion. If you don't like Sakura, guys, as a character, give this one a chance in terms of a character that you may use. Like, adult Sakura, I think, is the best SR character in the game, hands down. There's no question about it, in my opinion. There's nobody that gives as much as she does in terms of a kit. But this character is a great middle ground and a good way to get your DPS to hit more and hit harder. And I'll explain why. And let's look at her link bonuses. So as Chio is the UR, she only has 2 link bonuses. Sakura actually has 3 as the SR. So in order to get her attack up, you need to have a Sasuke Heavy, which is of course the UR version, and you need Sakura Uchiha. Now this is a unique combo because you'd imagine she'd maybe have Team 7 as Naruto there, but she doesn't. She's got her daughter. At this point is probably close to the same age as her in this schematic, and then of course Sasuke Heavy when he was a villain at that time. To get the defense, you need to get Naruto SR and Sai. Now for Sai, guys, if you don't want to use your coins to get him, remember you can go to the Shinobi exchange shop in the marketplace and get the 1-star version of him, and then that'll connect your link. Remember, guys, you don't need to have these guys in your group. You just need to have them in your roster, no matter what awakening star they are. So definitely take advantage of getting as many as you can in your roster to get everybody their link bonuses. And then, of course, the last one, you need to get Ino and Tsunade to get her HP. This one's easy enough to do nowadays. Ino's farmable, has been forever. She's a rare. We get her on a daily all the time. Tsunade is farmable now, and she's been around for long enough now, so mostly everybody should have her. So realistically, guys, the hardest one to really get is Sasuke Uchiha, because he's the UR. And I mean, realistically, Sai, if you have spent all of your coins at the Shinobi exchange already and not got him, you can use your coins in the arena shop to get him as well too. Just takes a little more because you get the 3-star version of him. Alright, so let's look at her stats, guys. So this is the first Sakura that's a D version. The other 2 are T versions, right? So as you can see her stats here, she's got really high defense, decent attack actually, surprisingly enough for a D unit, and her HP is not bad. Now, in terms of speed, she is a middle grade speed. She's not fast, she's not slow. She's middle, a little slower she's a little on the slower side, but that doesn't stop you from using her, because you can of course feed her with SR scrolls, which are easy enough to get from the item summons or Chamara shop or even from the marketplace, right? So definitely put some work into her for speed. It will be worthwhile to have her on that team. Now, in terms of tribe specials, this is kind of where she lacks, in my opinion. She has the 3 same tribes, so remember, you can use any Sakura Haruno version in any of these tribes. So she does have the Naruto one with Yamato, she gets the Comrades one with Sai, but she also has the 2-man one now with Chio, which in my opinion is really crappy in terms of a tribe. So avoid that one at all costs, because Chio as a character is horrible. But the other 2 aren't bad for single target and actually worthwhile. So definitely, invest into that if you do like using tribes, especially for PvE. Now jump into her kit. Now this is what I really like about this character, and there's a reason why I started building her. I don't personally have a character that raises tribe gauge. I've been too focused on everything else. So I decided, you know what, let's give her a chance. Now, Jiraiya is fantastic at that. Tsunade is great at chakra building, right? Not tribe building. And Choji, of course, being the rare that he is, does also do tribe. So I've always wanted to win an SR that has both. So let's look at her skills and see why she's a unique character, in my opinion. So Medical Ninjutsu, Ferocious Flash. Now, same as the T original Sakura Haruno version, she will heal. The difference is now, instead of giving you defense up, she's actually going to increase your allied tribe gauge by 30 on the next turn, which is fantastic, guys. If you have a team with a ton of stunners or a lot of crit and just damage dealers, you want to throw as many co-ops and tribes out there as you can, right? This is the way to do it. Not only are you healing your team that's already taking some damage, but you're also increasing the tribe gauge by 30, which is quite a bit, and that'll offer the ability to do more tribes or co-ops, right? In my case, it'll always be co-op. Some people's case, it'll be tribes. Nonetheless, it gives you the tribe gauge up, which is phenomenal. The second skill is another one. Deals damage and then also increases tribe gauge by 10 on the next turn. So as you can see, she's doing that throughout the whole battle, right? So if this procs, then you're going to get your tribe gauge going faster. So this is why you want to definitely invest in the Vitality third skill to get that percentage up so she can do this more often. Alright, as usual, being an SR, she gets attack and HP boost, being a D unit, and then Cherry Blossom of the Battlefield is actually really cool. It boosts all active allies' damage rate reduction by 26.02%. Now, active allies, guys, I want to clear this up just so everybody understands. What that means is, whenever your turn with Sakura is there, no matter who is there with the other two units, whether they're part of your cell or not, they're considered active allies. Those are the only ones that will benefit from this. So ideally, you actually want to keep her there as long as possible and cycle through the other characters so she can continue giving people damage rate reduction, but also increases their chakra by 1,201 at the start of the turn, right? So if she just sits there and you're not using her, so let's just say she's an energy character, right? And you get two blue guys popping up in PvE. She will give those two guys chakra and herself. And then if you don't use her again, use the two blue guys and two reds pop up, she'll give the two reds chakra. So she's great for that. She's a chakra battery. So she'll definitely continue to give chakra as long as she stays active within all of those turns. PvP, that's obviously a little harder because it's not in your control. It's an auto fight, and it's usually, the rotation is as you place it. But in PvE, guys, this is definitely one way you want to work her, because she is a D unit, she will actually take more damage and survive longer, meaning you can continue giving people a damage reduction rate and giving them chakra, and then at the same time using her special to heal herself and then raise your tribe gauge. So a really good strategy if you want to use her for PvE. I'm actually trying to use her currently for the stage 30. I'm just waiting till I maximize her and then use her there. And I'm actually, just so an update on that, guys, stage 30, I have the best I've done is 3 left. I haven't had time in the last few days due to family and work, but I'm going to be going back on that. And congratulations to Blue, actually, from Clover on server 3, who was the second person now to finish it in this game. So big shout out to him. He's an awesome player, so congrats on that. So gear-wise, guys, as you can see here, I've moved her up to 60s each. F2P, highly recommend don't go that high. Weapon and her coat, you can do that, but the other two, leave it at 40, 50, so you save yourself some Rio and you can focus on getting her skills up. And sorry, in terms of skills that you can see here, I'm not fully done yet, and I do plan to get this one here, which is important for D units because it does reduce all incoming damage. Now, talismans, unfortunately, I've been using it to get my main 9 up, so I didn't have enough to get to 25 that I normally do, but as you can see here, I've put a little bit of work into it. Still requires a lot more. Vitality, this is a really good one actually for her. So her enhanced chakra is the usual, if an ally dies or if an enemy dies, she gets an X amount of chakra. She is actually the highest in the game. She starts off at 250. Normally people start off at 75 max to like 125 or 150. She gets almost triple the normal amount. So something to definitely invest in, guys. And of course, definitely put in this to the max and then get this one up so you get your tribe gauge up quicker. And then lastly, when this is available, definitely max that. So she is a character you actually want to max vitality across the board. So she does cost a little bit more to do, right? All right, so that's pretty much her kit, guys. So as you can see, she is meant to definitely stay alive, keep everyone healed, and increase your tribe gauge and give chakra as long as she's active with anyone else who's active. Now, I have done her limit break as well. As you can see here, she's only got the 1, but of course you get all the extra stats there. Definitely get that up for her, guys. It's worth the extra 9 fragments that you'll be using. All right, so let's actually jump into an arena match and show you guys why she's actually really good. So I managed to finish all my arena fights. I did, I think, 4 with her, just for testing purposes. I think I removed Lee from my team, just to be safe, but as you can see here, I'm still first. But let's take a quick look. Let's see, I think I fought Onyx with her and a couple other guys, but let's look at Onyx and see the moves that she provides you. We're going to strictly focus on her, guys, and the chakra that she gives, and the damage rate reduction, and the tribe gauge that goes up when she uses her second skill, and whenever she has the ability to use her first skill. So I'm going to slow down. There we go. So as you can see, she's right there. She's going to give everybody here damage rate reduction up, chakra up, right? You saw that already. Naruto's chakra went up, and Sakura's chakra went up. Now, ideally, you don't want her with Kakashi, because Kakashi will instantly do his instant jutsu, so it's kind of a waste in terms of how much chakra she's giving him from the beginning. But as you saw there, she took a ton of damage and survived with more than half health, right? Now, if Kakashi was there, obviously that would have been a better test for her survival skills, but Kakashi's a character that normally would one-shot or close to one-shot somebody anyways. And there you go, so a T version of her died, obviously being the opposite element. So let's get this one done, and we'll jump right back into her again. The tribe gauge, as you can see, is still the same because she hasn't used her second skills. And that's why, guys, you want to get her second skill up, is because you want her to be able to use that right from the get-go, so you get more tribe gauge. But here, what she'll do is she'll heal everybody and raise your tribe gauge. So ideally, guys, having her, and she has her second skill going here as well, too. She would have, at least, if she wasn't doing this. So let's see what her heal does. So about 31k at the level I'm at. You're probably going to tap out to about 50k, guys. But the tribe gauge also went up there as well too by 30, right? So that's almost 3 notches there for you. Let's see here. She takes, yep, Zagara took a full head-on Rasen Shuriken by UR Naruto and survived, right, guys? So that's as you can see here, she's really tanky. She's meant to actually survive a ton of damage, which makes her extremely useful in comparison to her T version, because as you know, the meta is still A, and being a T unit, she can get one shot by somebody like Kakashi. But this version of her, the D unit version, is, as you can see, is taking a ton more damage. So if you're looking for somebody that can give your DPS more to work with in terms of tribe gauge and have them use their tribes or use their co-op more often, she's definitely worth having, guys, on the team. So I strongly suggest investing in her if you don't have somebody like that. And her healing isn't the worst either. It actually does provide you quite a bit of chakra and heal back. Like, I mean, 30 is nothing to scoff, like 31k is nothing to scoff at. That's almost a whole attack that you're blocking, a basic attack. But if you get her up to 74 in tier 15 and max out her scroll, she'll probably be doing closer to 50, which is honestly like a decent crit attack that you're getting back. So don't sleep on characters like this. I don't like healers normally in PvP, but if the healer provides you tribe gauge, which will increase the ability to do more damage over time by all of your characters, it's somebody that I don't regret having on my team. I think this is pretty much over, guys, so I'm going to just go ahead and skip this. So there you have it. I really do think that she deserved to be the UR in this case. Is she better than adult Sakura? Absolutely not. Does she complement her? Absolutely. Like, the fact is, if you have 4 good DPS, and DPS standing for damage per second characters, people who do damage over time, or burst damage like Kakashi, on your team, having somebody like this new Blossom Sakura is a fantastic addition, because you want to pump out more damage as quick as possible. You don't necessarily need all 9 damage dealers, because they need to survive as well, right? By having a tank and somebody who can provide the ability to do more co-ops or tribes, or the ability to provide chakra to do special jutsus, you're just adding a tank that gives more utility to the rest of your damage dealers. So guys, think about that, right? I highly recommend don't put her with Kakashi. I did her for fun, but you know, you don't need to do that. You can put her with the third team, for example, and by the time they're ready to roll, they'll have all their chakra up by her ability to give them all chakra, and they'll be able to do their special right away. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about her, give me a shout. I am planning to complete her today. Next person I will be covering, guys, is Sasori. And I apologize for taking so long on him. I've just been preoccupied in getting my main 9 up. I'm aiming for 450k. I'm at 440 now. So we're almost there. Just need a ton of vitality, scrolls, and talismans to get that done. But as you can see, I am now focusing back on showcasing, and we will continue doing the rest of the roster, guys. This is Payne, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll talk soon.